Welcome to Deep World Updates. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for more updates. In the warm, shimmering waters of Southeast Asia, a new and extraordinary story is quietly unfolding, one that could change the course of history for an entire nation. This is a story that could redefine the Philippines' future, transforming it from a nation reliant on imports to a powerhouse of energy and opportunity. Deep beneath the surface of the West Philippine Sea, geologists and scientists have uncovered evidence of vast reserves of oil and natural gas. These resources, if fully realized, could be worth trillions of dollars, an unimaginable fortune lying just out of sight waiting to be tapped. This isn't a tale of speculation or wishful thinking, it's grounded in years of scientific research, seismic surveys, and geological data. Teams of experts have mapped the ocean floor, revealing the immense potential that lies beneath. Imagine a nation that currently spends billions every year importing oil and gas, suddenly discovering it has enough resources to not only power itself but to become a major exporter. The economic impact would be nothing short of revolutionary. With this newfound wealth, the Philippines could invest in building world-class infrastructure, modern highways, efficient public transport, and state-of-the-art airports. Schools could be upgraded, giving every child access to quality education. Hospitals could be expanded and equipped with the latest technology, improving healthcare for millions. The world is watching closely, as the stakes for the Filipino people have never been higher. International media outlets are buzzing with speculation, and global investors are paying attention. Asia's insatiable hunger for energy could soon be met by a new, stable supplier right in its own backyard. The Philippines could become a key player in the region's energy market, supplying oil and gas to neighboring countries and strengthening its geopolitical influence. For the people of the Philippines, this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity, a chance to leap forward, to create jobs, raise living standards, and build a brighter future for generations to come. Of course, the journey ahead won't be easy. Political disputes over territorial rights, especially in the contested waters of the South China Sea, present significant challenges. Technological hurdles and environmental concerns must also be addressed to ensure responsible development. Yet the promise beneath the waves is a powerful motivator. The potential rewards are too great to ignore, inspiring innovation, diplomacy, and determination. If the Philippines can navigate these challenges and unlock the treasures beneath its seas, it could fuel not just its own future but help power the entire Asian continent, ushering in a new era of prosperity and hope. To truly grasp the scale of the opportunity before the Philippines, we need to look at the country's unique position in the global energy landscape. The Philippines is an archipelago of more than 7,000 islands, blessed with natural beauty and surrounded by vast seas. Yet beneath this abundance lies a surprising reality, one that shapes the daily lives of millions. Consider the Philippines' current energy reality. Despite its strategic location and potential, the nation's energy system is heavily dependent on sources from abroad. Every day, power plants across the country burn imported oil and gas to keep the lights on and the economy moving. The country relies almost entirely on imported oil and gas, making it extremely vulnerable to global price shocks and supply disruptions. When international markets fluctuate, the effects are felt immediately at home. Every spike in oil prices hits Filipino families and businesses hard. Commuters pay more for transportation, food prices rise, and small businesses struggle to keep up with soaring costs. The impact ripples through every sector of society, making energy insecurity a daily concern. Meanwhile, neighbors like Malaysia and Brunei have built immense national wealth by tapping into their own oil and gas reserves. Their economies benefit from energy exports, while the Philippines continues to send money overseas. The Philippines produces only a fraction of what it consumes, creating a massive trade deficit year after year. Imported fuel is one of the country's biggest expenses, draining resources that could be invested at home. Billions of pesos that could build new roads, schools, and hospitals instead flow out of the country to pay for foreign energy. This dependence limits economic growth and leaves the nation exposed to forces beyond its control. The Malampaya gas field, once a vital lifeline for domestic energy, is now running dry. Its decline has made the search for new energy sources more urgent than ever, as the country faces the risk of even greater import dependence. It's a paradox, a nation surrounded by potential energy resources, yet forced to import the very fuel it needs to grow. The seas and lands hold untapped promise, But so far, that promise remains just out of reach. If the Philippines can unlock its own energy reserves and reverse this trend, it would be the biggest economic game-changer in its history. Energy independence would mean more jobs, stronger industries, and a brighter future for every Filipino. Breaking free from import dependency could finally put the country in control of its own destiny, empowering the nation to shape its future, invest in its people, and stand tall among its neighbors as a true energy powerhouse. So, how much oil and gas are we talking about? The answer might surprise you. Beneath the shimmering blue waters off the coast of the Philippines lies a treasure trove of energy resources that could transform the nation's future. For decades, these reserves have been the subject of speculation, hope, and heated debate. But only recently have we begun to grasp the true scale of what's hidden below. Estimates suggest at least 11 billion barrels of oil and a staggering 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas are waiting to be tapped in the West Philippine Sea. To put that in perspective, this is enough energy to power the entire country for generations, not just years. These numbers rival the reserves of some of the world's mid-sized oil-producing nations, placing the Philippines on the map as a potential energy powerhouse. Imagine the impact: energy independence, reduced electricity costs, and a booming economy fueled by domestic resources. The country could not only meet its own needs but even become a regional supplier, changing its role in the global energy market. The Reed Bank, especially the Sampaguita gas field, is considered the crown jewel of these reserves. Experts believe it could be several times larger than the already significant Malampaya field, which has powered much of Luzon for years. Unlocking Sampaguita could be a game-changer. Developing just this one field could revolutionize the Philippine energy sector, creating thousands of jobs, attracting foreign investment, and providing a stable, affordable energy supply for millions of Filipinos. Yet, despite these vast reserves, political tensions, territorial disputes, and technical challenges have kept them largely untapped for years. The promise has always been there, but progress has been slow and uncertain. Now, with breakthroughs in technology and a growing sense of urgency due to rising energy demands, the focus on unlocking these resources is sharper than ever before. New seismic imaging and drilling techniques are making what once seemed impossible possible. Experts agree, the Philippines is sitting on a resource jackpot that could reshape its economic destiny. If managed wisely, these resources could fund infrastructure, education, and healthcare, lifting millions out of poverty and driving national progress. The question now is whether the country can finally overcome the obstacles and unlock this hidden wealth, turning potential into prosperity for generations to come. Tapping these reserves would transform the economy overnight. Billions now spent on imports would stay in the country, strengthening the peso and funding development. The Philippines could even become an energy exporter, selling surplus to neighbors and generating new revenue streams. A domestic oil and gas industry would create thousands of skilled jobs and boost supporting sectors. Cheaper, local energy would lower costs for businesses and attract foreign investment. The ripple effect: more jobs, higher incomes, and a more competitive economy. This isn't just about energy, it's about building a dynamic, resilient nation. The potential for prosperity is enormous if the country can seize it. The path to this energy windfall is anything but simple. Territorial disputes, especially with China, make exploration risky and deter investment. Deepwater drilling requires massive capital and advanced technology, resources the Philippines lacks. Attracting global partners is tough without political stability and clear legal frameworks. Investors need confidence in contracts and regulations. Infrastructure is another challenge. Refineries, pipelines, and terminals must be built from scratch. Overcoming these hurdles, geopolitical, financial, and logistical, is essential. The journey is daunting, but the rewards are too great to ignore. The nation must act decisively to turn potential into reality. The real success of this energy boom will be measured by its impact on ordinary Filipinos. Lower energy costs would ease household budgets, freeing up money for essentials. New jobs in the energy sector would keep families together and reduce the need to work abroad. Economic growth could fund better schools, hospitals, and infrastructure nationwide. The government could invest in clean water, transport, and social safety nets, ensuring wealth is shared. Energy independence would shield the country from global market shocks. Stability and opportunity would give families and businesses confidence in the future. This is the promise: a brighter, more secure life for every Filipino. Other nations offer valuable lessons for the Philippines. Kuwait used its oil wealth to build prosperity and a sovereign wealth fund for future generations. Indonesia's energy sector fueled growth, but also faced corruption and inequality. The lessons: strong governance and transparency are essential to avoid the resource curse. Economic diversification is key. Don't rely solely on oil. Invest in other industries and protect the environment and communities. Use wealth to bridge inequality, not widen it. By learning from others, the Philippines can maximize benefits and avoid common pitfalls. The Philippine government is taking steps to seize this opportunity. It's courting foreign investment and offering new contracts to attract global energy firms. Streamlining regulations and creating stable fiscal policies are top priorities. Diplomacy is crucial, resolving territorial disputes and building alliances. The 2016 arbitral ruling affirms the country's rights, but peaceful solutions are needed. Infrastructure and workforce development must accelerate to support the industry. Securing energy independence is now a matter of national security and long-term growth. The groundwork is being laid, but much remains to be done. The Philippines stands on the brink of a historic transformation. If it unlocks its energy wealth, it could erase poverty and build world-class infrastructure. The country would become a key energy supplier in Asia, reshaping regional dynamics. New partnerships and stability could follow, making the Philippines a strategic hub. The journey will be tough. Leadership, planning, and good governance are vital. Avoiding the resource curse is essential to ensure all Filipinos benefit. For the first time, the nation has a clear path to lasting prosperity. The world is watching as the Philippines prepares to write its next chapter.